he was obviously very well liked there, and he did his concerts, as you say, in Japan. But from what you're saying, Roland, you don't think there's going to be a great deal of mourning there for Michael Jackson?
Well, it's interesting that the people, the ordinary people in the streets who are being interviewed by the local TV stations here tend to be people who are slightly more middle-aged. I think perhaps Michael Jackson is someone who was obviously extremely famous, but perhaps not such a big star for the very much younger generation here in Japan. But nonetheless, he was very popular here in Japan. I think it's probably no accident that it was here in Japan that he made his first official public appearance at an awards ceremony after his acquittal in his trial, and he came back here again in 2007, and then there was huge excitement that he was here. A screaming mob at the airport. One of the big electronic shops in the centre of Tokyo closed its doors to let him shop alone, and there was a huge crowd there as well. And on that visit here too, hundreds of people paid more than $3,000 each for the chance to go to what was billed as a fan appreciation event, not to see him sing, but merely to be in the same room as him. So Michael Jackson was an extremely popular man here, but as I say, there are no crowds on the streets of Tokyo, and the television stations here are slowly beginning to move on to other stories on what is a working day here in Japan.
Yeah, that's right. As you approach lunchtime there, it obviously missed the early morning papers, but presumably if the television stations have moved away from the story, the evening papers, if there are any, they're not likely to pick up on it.
Well, no, I think this is still a big story where the broadcasters are still covering